right now that we're just, I think literally it's prayers that have been prayed for decades or longer, um, of how might the church really, elements of the church really own the work. And what we're seeing happen right now is that is just popping up all around the world where communities are either for themselves where there's no scripture saying we want scripture in our language, or if they're looking over towards another community that may not be reached, or have any known believers, they're saying we want to reach that particular community with the gospel. So how can we do it? And often the story is happening over and over again around the world where they're starting and then they're saying, hey, can someone come help us? It's just thrilling to see that happen. That story is literally being repeated all around the world with no apparent human connections in between. So you say, well, this has got to be a God thing, because otherwise how would this be occurring? And even some of the more forthright groups where they've said, hey, we want scripture, and others have come and said, well, either you'll have to wait or you have to do it this particular way. And some have said, I don't think we're going to do that, nor are we going to wait, so we're just going to start. So how do Bible translation organizations, those that have done translation, come and journey with these elements of the church and then work with them in the way they're asking to be worked with, not necessarily the way, well, this is the way we do it, so you need to kind of fit into our form. We just celebrated, I wasn't there, but in Madagascar, it's a large church in the capital city, 25,000 people in this church. They drafted 4 full Bibles in a year using 300 people. Many of them were students, literally across the street from university. And so there's been a journey over several years of training 3 people within the church to become, consultants, high quality checkers. And this church now is continuing now to work through the Old Testaments that were drafted, and they're starting another 8 languages within their country. I mean, so that's unique when just from the size of the church, that's taking it on. But they're doing it because they had a passion for evangelizing and doing outreach, to these respective communities. They said, well, we have to have scripture. And so that's what drove them into translation, was because of their desire to evangelize, see these communities evangelized.